Not only our most popular portable lighting with more illumination than you will find from the big guys, but of course we are launching a brand new HP Today special at midnight. Justin, come on out here though, because Mr. Beams is really famous here at HSN and our sister family QVC. Yeah. We'd like to do things that are unexpected in the world of retailing, and that unexpected visitor, you know, be it a bear or an old boyfriend, you want to be able to stop, you know, see them and stop them in their tracks. Illumination is one of the easiest and fastest ways to do that. Just choose, it is a 2-pack. Justin will detail why we can say it is more illumination than the other guys. Just pick your color of choice. We have this, oh, actually, I'm sorry, Steve, the black is the most, we started with 1,100 and we have a couple hundred remaining. The white, the gray, or that soft gold, $11 flex pay. Remember, free shipping with our big birthday bash. It's the last big weekend for the birthday. All the free shipping offers expire at midnight. How come we can say that bigger is brighter and better with these?
Oh, because it's from the biggest and best brand out there when it comes to battery-operated motion security lighting, Mr. Beams. And what is one of the biggest deterrents when it comes to preventing anybody coming into your home? Lighting. When those lights turn on, that is basically telling them to back off, and you have lights that are gonna be bright enough to shine literally 120 feet, because these are 450 lumens. If you have been shopping around, as Shannon was saying, these are 450 lumens, not the 200 lumens that you might find. Not only is this 450 lumens, this is the NetBright. This is the Mr. Beams that actually communicates with the other lights as well. So when somebody comes within 30 feet, your motion detection will turn on, and then every single light will turn on as well. It's simple, it's synchronized, and it's secure. When we say simple, these are battery operated, so you don't have to worry about having to get an electrician, having to worry about wires. Do I have electricity to where I want it? It's like where you want it, when you want it. The synchronization, check this out. We have some lights. I have one of the lights right here, and I have some lights in the back. I turn one light on, they all turn on.
So you don't have to load an app or like network?
Nothing.
You just turn one on.
And what I love about it is it comes ready out of the box.
Oh, how wild
They're
is
already communicating with each other.
No kidding.
Yeah, and you can have up to 50 of these lights.
And they'll all talk to each other.
And they'll all talk to each other. So somebody walks into your front yard, every light's gonna turn on. Somebody walks in the back of your yard, your front light's gonna turn on. If you feel like you have an area of your home that might be a little bit vulnerable on the side of your house, maybe even you know, wherever, a dark nook and cranny, people see that as a vulnerability. Don't feel vulnerable. The other thing I wanna show you is 675 square feet of area of illumination. A typical home, Shannon, about 1,400 square feet. So each one of these is gonna light up an extremely large area. And again, the distance of 120 feet. So put this up in a tree, put this wherever you'd like. This is gonna be perfect.
It is. Hey, by the way, if you're saying, why aren't those ones in front of Shannon lighting up? We did not put the batteries in those. So just, you know, fair warning. You know, so yes, not only is it going to cover
you wouldn't be able to see us if we did.
You wouldn't, like being blinded by the light of the sun.
It truly is.
But patented technology, when we say that Mr. Beams, first of all, synonymous with quality. They're our number one. They're a sister family. QVC's number one. They do things for us that they don't do for anybody else. It is as goof-proof as it gets. But in terms of simplicity, not only do I love that price, but the big thing for me is if I have to mess with a lot of wires or cables, or have to network through some app or some kind of crazy nonsense, I just want, like you said, I just want them to get out of the box and I just want them to work.
How other way can you decide right now, I want to have a light, feel more secure, and have it done within 5-10 minutes.
That's crazy.
I mean, that is what Mr. Beams offers you. Immediately, when you get these at home, you pop in 4D batteries, you take the back off right here, and by the way, these are weatherproof, so rain, sleet, and snow. You pop your 4D batteries in right here, and that's it. And then on the bottom right here is your little bracket, your little wall mount, so you can put this 3 screws into a tree, above your garage, wherever you want to. Put it inside if you want. Put it in an attic, put it in a basement. These are gonna be perfect for you. And if you're thinking about well, these are batteries. They're not wired. What's the benefit of having wired? Well, they'll just last forever as far as electric.
Sure.
These are going to last you at a minimum of about a year.
Oh, wow.
I have had lights that were outside in a tree that went through winter, and we're talking about Minnesota winter.
Yes.
Okay, so that's literally
we were just talking about
true
those.
winter. Okay, that lasted almost 2 years.
No kidding.
So you don't have to worry about, okay, when I put it up, am I gonna have to constantly be changing these batteries? Not with Mr. Beams, because they only turn on when somebody's there and they stay on for 30 seconds.
Oh, that's awesome. Which is just really the right amount of time, you know, whether you're carrying in groceries, when I said from bears to old boyfriends and everything in between. The other thing for me is when I said I just want to take it out of the box and I want it to work, there are a lot of solar lights out there, but I think of where I want these, it's in more of a sheltered area where it wouldn't get the right amount of sun to recharge a solar system, basically.
If it's a dark area,
right, it stands to reason.
Then you're probably not going to get a lot of sun.
Not going to recharge it.
Yeah.
And in my neighborhood, a lot of my neighbors have these hardwired systems, and they are not inexpensive. They're just not. And when my next door neighbor, they're selling their house. Guess what? All those lights that they put in, they did something nice for the new homeowner. So it's staying there. So whether we are talking glamping, camping, RVing, for me, even indoors, outdoors, if you're thinking about the areas of your home where I really need this, outside of my garage, outside of my front porch, this is perfect. It's also nice for a lot of us, whether you live in more of a city dweller, or I think of my parents who all live in a farm. They waste so much energy. They keep these big lights on in the center of their yard, yard lights, and it's like the surface of the sun, but that's not what they need. They need just a pocket of light by the garage. Maybe it's by the back door by the patio when my dad's walking the dog, just to come on and to come off. You don't necessarily need to have every light in the house on or every light in the yard on. You just want safety, security, and portability is great too.
Portability is one of the things with these. I had one in the garage.
Yeah.
Then I needed to move it to the basement.
Exactly.
And one of the things you can even see as they're on the table, they're just standing up. So I put this in the garage. I had this, it wasn't even a light.
Sure.
It shouldn't have even been there.
Right.
This I put in the garage. Every time I pulled into the garage, it turned on. So even if you have it in your attic, any crawl spaces, this is 450 lumens. You can see just how bright this is. It's almost too bright for the camera. Just as an idea, your light on your flashlight on your phone is 10 lumens.
Oh, okay.
This is 45 times brighter than that. And if you've ever looked at your flashlight on your phone, it's bright. Look at these lights one time and you're gonna realize you don't wanna do that.
You are, and just to give you some of the features and the benefits again, portable, compact, really goes wherever you want it to go, but it is brighter. So if I go to the competitor, that big website, what will I see versus what I'm getting here?
Well, first of all, you're gonna see wired lights.
Sure.
And typically they only come as just one. That's the first cost. That's not the after cost, which is having to call an electrician. These are battery operated. That is it. So you don't have to worry about that. Not only that, but when you're comparing lights, lights should be bright, and we're comparing how bright they are. These are 450 lumens. If you're comparing even any other battery operated out there, these are nearly double what you're gonna find, and it's from the #1 company when it comes to battery operated motion security lighting. And as you can see right here in the video, it's security, it's simplicity, and it's the synchronization, because these aren't just two separate lights. This is like having a true wireless lighting system, because when one turns on, all of them are going to turn on. And I do have to make a note, you don't have to have it that way either.
Sure.
You can turn one of them off. So if you want a multiple to turn on and just some not to, you can do that as well.
Can I ask a stupid question though? Do they have to be within a certain proximity of each other? Do you know?
Yeah, great question. About 230 feet.
Okay.
So.
Which more than, that.
Right. So, I mean,
exactly.
if you have a big yard, which this is great for, because I've read a lot of the reviews. Somebody said, I had a big yard and I just needed lighting for pathway in the trees, for the dogs, for the foxes, for the raccoons.
I know.
And they needed a way to light everything up.
Yeah.
This was them. And they just said, I kept coming back and buying more and buying more and buying more because they work.
So remember again, free shipping. It's our Black Friday weekend, but that free shipping, we are celebrating that today. 12 midnight, of course, you see our brand new laptop today special. Then we're not saying free shipping on everything in less than an hour. If you want the black, we now have the final 200. We brought in a little over 1,100, so last call on that black. The white, the soft gray, and the gold. Remember, it is a set of 2 with double the illumination that you typically find at the major online retailer, but you could network up to 50 of these if you wanted. I mean, if you really wanted to cover your bases, maybe it is for a business. Maybe you do have, like in my dad's case, there's a lot of machinery. So out by the grain bins, you know, you want to cover that little perimeter, that little proximity. This is such a smart, affordable, portable way to do that. $11 flex pay, $674,527. You know, in the big scheme of things, so we didn't bring in a ton of these. Based on how popular Mr. Beams is here, we only brought in a couple thousand total, which that's like a blip on the radar. It is.
No, totally, because what ends up happening is you don't just buy two. You buy multiple of these, and the way that these work, because of the NetBright, and if you are shopping around, you know what a great deal this is. They all work together. This is a true lighting system that you're getting. So one turns on. Somebody walks in 30 feet. This is about the preventative measure. I love having a security camera, but if I want to stop somebody 30 feet away from my home in their tracks, and, it could be a bear, or it could be the boyfriend, okay?
You never know.
Or the girlfriend. You want them to stop before they get even close. And this is about putting it in those areas that, you know what, maybe there isn't good lighting, but maybe even for just walking around, being safe,
for sure,
not tripping over things around your home.
And the reality is most of us are having deliveries even at odd times of the day, like those DoorDash things and food. You can get anything delivered to your door. And unfortunately in my neighborhood, and I think it's ironic, the girl who works at night is the one place in the neighborhood where there is no light. They've got lights in the whole community except by my house. So
it's like the cul-de-sac always gets
I know, and I'm like, couldn't you have thought of that when you designed it? So now you're designing your own lighting landscape, if you will, for safety, for security, for portability, obviously for affordability. Goof-proof as it is, you're not going anywhere. You're just sticking around with me.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, more.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy.